I think, again, this is a critical conceptual thought as well, because if you're a hotel and you have 40, you have 40 hotels and you've contracted with a third party vendor, and they're telling you that they're going to push out a price algorithm change. Hopefully they're going to tell you. And you go back and ask them, okay, what testing did you do? And if their response is, well, what do you mean we didn't do any? It's a better idea. We had this brilliant idea, and so we're pushing out this change.
Yeah.
If they haven't done any testing, you need to push back on that vendor, because I cannot tell you how many brilliant ideas have not generated any incremental revenue, but have generated, it takes twice as long to do your processing because the algorithm is twice as complex. Right? You go from a linear to a nonlinear optimization. You have 15 factors instead of one. You have a machine learning instead of a statistics-based, just a regression-based algorithm. So there's so many things that sound brilliant and sound great. I'm going to take your prices and I am going to look at the airline industry, and I am going to look at the weather forecast, and I am going to look at the number of clicks, and I'm going to be automatically adjusting your price, and I'm going to look at your thumbs up and your thumbs down on TripAdvisor and the number of little circles you have, and I'm going to be adjusting your price. And it's like, wait, are you telling me that I'm going to get a different price change every hour? And there's no boundaries? So at 1:00, my price for tomorrow could be $100, and an hour later it could be $200 because I got a lot of clicks. It's like, wait a second, did you test this? So there was a lot of great ideas that had a theoretical incremental revenue, but the reality of putting that into an operational environment, or the cost of data to get that data, or the cost of the processing, ended up being unprofitable in the end. Either there was absolutely no change because of the algorithm, or the algorithm it was such a small incremental revenue and such a high cost that there was no benefit. So you can have both scenarios. And so I always strongly recommend, if you have a third party vendor or you have an internal team, don't push out complexity for the sake of complexity. Right? Push out, make changes because it's going to improve the lives of the users, the lives of your customers, or your bottom line, right? You want to make improvements. You don't want to make changes just for the sake of it.